Okay, it's noontime now. I think that some student may be coming, maybe they have something to do. Because usually this is an 8-week session. Some students are full-time working and then part-time taking the course. So some of the students may not be able to join the class. A lot of them actually. Okay, so that's fine. That's no problem. And we'll get started, okay? So first, welcome to this course, CSCT 4000 course, programming language. We are using the curriculum of the structure and the interpretation of computer programs. Okay, so this course, the main idea is to teach you the programming language. Okay, multiple, okay. And then we are talking about a mechanism. We are talking about a mechanism, how programming language works. Okay, so basically we also call it programming language pragmatics. Okay, and this pragmatics is just like mechanism, how it works, how programming language work, how Python work, how Java work, how C++ work, how JavaScript work, how Lisp work. Okay, these are the purpose that we have for this course. So not only you need to know about these languages, but also you need to know about how it works. So that's the purpose of this course. And then after this course, it will be compiler design. After you know about how programming language or work, it will be the compiler design. Okay, first let me introduce myself. My name is Eric Chow, Chou, and I'm actually I graduated from National Taiwan University, so I get educated there in computer science and engineering. And then I come to USC to study my master and PhD degree. So I got my master and PhD in EECS, okay, electrical engineering and computer science. And my specialized field is artificial intelligence, AI, and the AI chips. So basically, I'm building the AI chips as my PhD dissertation. And at that time, it's 1993, 94, 95, 96. I graduated at 96. And at that time, we are using HP Hewlett-Packard's 5-micron technology, 2.5 micron technology. And then I built 2 neurons on a centimeter die and using analog approach. And that's 2 micron technology, 5 micron technology. But nowadays, we have what's that? Actually, we have the 5 nanometer technology, 2 nanometer technology. So in one dimension, you can be 1,000 smaller. So 2 dimension would be 1 million smaller. So the same neuron I built back in 1995 now can put 2 million of them in 2 centimeter die. Okay, so technology change, and we do see the benefit of the semiconductor. Now we do go into the AI age, but the fundamental theory is the same. It's an AI chip design. Okay. Welcome, Despina. Okay, Despina,
Yes,
how are
hello,
you?
Professor.
How are you?
Good. How are
Okay.
you?
Good morning. I usually be noontime. How about Rebecca? Your headset okay now?
I'm sorry.
I'm asking Rebecca, another student.
Oh,
Is your headset okay now? Can you say something? Hi, Rebecca. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Good to hear both of you, and welcome to this course. Okay. And I am a IEEE senior member, and After I graduated from USC, my first job is at the Hewlett Packard HP lab, okay, doing research at Palo Alto near Stanford. And I'm working on the AI chip, continue to work on the AI chip, the sensor chip. And I have 4 US patents on the CMOS sensor, the camera chip, the one that you actually use in your iPhone, those camera chip. I have 4 patents on that. And then after that, I go into a few startup company and also some, what's that? Some company. Okay, I have been director before, the VP before, and after a while, I decided to join. Started to teach when my son was in high school. I decided to teach him AP computer science, and then some student at Louis find me to post some course on Udemy online, and then he actually recommend me to the department of the Louis mathematical department and the computer science department to become a professor here. So I'm teaching part-time now for Louis since 2017. So now I think this year is what, 3, 4, 5, 7 years maybe. Okay. I have been teaching at Louis for 7th year now, and on this 46,000. Where I live in Fremont. So if you know about Tesla's headquarters was in Fremont. Okay, I say was because they moved to Austin. Okay, recently the headquarters of the Tesla moved to Austin, but Fremont doesn't move. They still have a factory over here. Okay, they still have a Tesla factory over here. Okay, and Fremont, this was what Fremont was like maybe 30 years ago. It's like this. I came to Fremont 30 years ago, and then right now I think it's way different. Okay, more factory, more residential area. So we have Tesla over there. Okay, where I was born in Taiwan, and then my hometown, probably not that famous, but very important. It is the Hsinchu of the Taiwan. It's actually in the northern Taiwan, near Taipei. Okay, my college, my university is the National Taiwan University. It's the #1 university in Taiwan. Is in Taipei, but my hometown is in Hsinchu. You may not know about Hsinchu, but if you know about semiconductor, Apple chips, all the Apple iPhone, A14, A15 are made by TSMC. It's the #1 supplier for chips. So my hometown is the capital of semiconductor right now. All the semiconductor have the probably worldwide at least 65% of the chips A15 are manufactured by Taiwan, and the headquarters of the TSMC is in Hsinchu. Okay, so basically, I live and grow up in a high-tech environment, and then that's where I was born and where I grew up, and then I came to USC. Okay, and anyway, that's my background. So now let's look at this course, programming language course, and its relationship with the other courses. So you come to the computer science department, you get started from the programming skills. You may pick one of the language, Python, C++, or Java, right? And then they teach you 1 semester or 2 semester. First semester is introduction to computer science. Second semester is programming language. And then you move on to data structure, and then maybe algorithms. Okay, these are the level 1, 2, 3. Level 1 is introduction to programming language. Level 2, introduction to computer science. Level 2 is programming language and programming. Level 3 is data structure and or algorithm. Now you are at the level 4, the programming language mechanism, programming language pragmatics. Then after that, you need to take this one. Actually, usually offer, but now a lot of students taking it is the level 5 for programming is actually compiler design. Okay, so sometimes some school like Berkeley merge the programming language and compiler design into one course. Sometimes, okay, as a semester course. Sometimes separate for 2 courses, like UC Irvine is 2-quarter course. Okay. Okay, this is actually this portion for computer science is the core programming problem solving track. Okay. And I suggest you to do everything. If you are computer science major, this is the core. And where you need to find job, you need to be able to pass the lead code interview, right? So you need to try this. Okay, and then there are some other field like theory. Theory, you actually need to know about Boolean algebra, discrete math, formal language and grammar, automata, computational theory. Okay. And in college, I learned everything here. Okay, everything here. And usually these are the preparation for PhD. So usually the non-theory student, they may only take this portion. Okay, non-theory track, non-CS track student, they don't take the advanced theory courses. But basic discrete math and Boolean algebra for CS is necessary. Software side, actually, you need to learn about Unix script database, operation system networking. These portions are needed. Okay. The more advanced one, you do system programming and the Linux labs. Okay. These are necessary. This is the software. And there's another track for hardware, but this one, sometimes some school don't teach, or some actually because they are computer science students, so they don't need it. But computer science and the engineering student usually would need that. The CE student will need it. It is logic design, computer organization, microprocessor lab, computer system architecture, parallel processing, distributed system. Okay, these are hardware. So this is my chart for USCS curriculum. But basically, if you are a CS student, the minimum work is you need to finish the level 2 for everything. Okay, level 2 for everything is the minimum. And you also need to, at a certain field, you need to complete everything. Okay. Okay, these are the computer science curriculum and where the programming language course sit. Okay, and it is related to compiler, computer architecture, automata, and the OS. Okay, this course is the center of the CS. So you learn this programming language, you know it. Okay. So how this course is organized? We will actually have unit 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So in the past, 2017 to 2019, I teach the programming language interpretation first, and then go back to teach other things. Okay. But now I change the order. So first chapter, I'm going to teach the fundamental computer science languages introduction. That's only chapter 1. And chapter 2 and 3 will be on the data type and memory models for different languages. Okay. And in our course, the main language that we are using is Python. Okay. The main language that we are using is Python. So you do a lot of Python programming in this course. Okay. So Python programming, actually, why we pick Python as the main language? That's because Python supports structural programming. Second, Python supports object-oriented programming. Also, Python supports functional programming. Another reason is Python is the #1 AI language. Okay, so because of this, Python is very popular right now. Okay, unless you go into the detail of programming, you do C++. Otherwise, Python is a language for most of the engineer right now, and most important introductory language. Any questions so far?
Yeah, I had a question. I don't know
Yes.
if you know because I don't know if you know the degree plan for computer science,
Yes.
but so I've taken pretty much everything that you said about software. I've taken everything for the software.
Yeah.
What is comparable to the compiler course that you were talking about? Because I don't see it in my degree plan.
Compiler is not required.
Okay, so it's not required.
It's not required. It's suggested. I suggested, but it's not required. But it's a good course to have. It's actually the top course on the programming track.
Would you suggest I take it if I'm planning on applying for my PhD?
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, if you are top core CS engineer, I'll suggest you to take it. Let's look at actually the reason why I'm saying this is like, are you PhD bound?
I'm planning on applying to UIC after I graduate with my bachelor's.
UIC, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's actually good to hear. Anyway, AI. What is AI? AI, we say chat GPT. Okay, AI is the natural language processing. So we do have signal coming in, speech recognition, right? And then it becomes I am a student. So this size text, this size is signal. And what is this? What is this speech recognition? Can you answer? Left side signal, right side text, right? And what does this speech recognition do?
I'm not sure what you're asking. Sorry.
Left side is a signal. I'm talking about AI ChatGPT, right? And we are talking about natural language processing. If you go for AI research, right? Let's talk about just speech recognition. You know speech recognition, right? Siri, right?
Yeah.
Siri. So Siri in a cell phone. So you have a Siri and they recognize your signal. Say, do you like AT&T? Yes. So you have a signal. Yes, right? You say yes, but it's a signal, right? And then you convert it to yes as a message to AT&T, right? Okay, so this process, you use a Siri, you use a speech recognition. So this portion is translation, right? It's translation. So it's one kind of translation. Let's look at another example. So now ChatGPT, you actually do what you do. You provide some question, okay? How to do programming, okay? How to do scheme language programming, okay? And then blah, 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 coming now, right? It's also translation. Okay. We do compiler. Compiler, you actually from here is a C language. It coming now is 1010 machine code is also translation. So compiler, AI, ChatGPT, they are all translation mechanism. It's a language to language translation. The language maybe is C, maybe is machine language, maybe is a signal, maybe text. It's language to language translation. And we are talking about programming language mechanism, pragmatics, PL language programming. This course CS 46K is talking about how the language translate to the other, right? But the compiler is to implement it. Compiler is to do it, to realize this translation. So you see how important it is. It's very
Yeah,
important, right?
that makes more sense. Thank you.
Okay, and then let's look at ChatGPT. What is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is actually question to answer. And this answer is helped by machine learning and coming back. The only difference is that it comes with deep learning and the machine learning. So AI equals machine learning plus domain knowledge, right? AI is machine learning. You need to use machine learning to your field, but you also need to have a domain knowledge. What domain knowledge? You need to know about the composition, programming, or something. But you keep throwing different kind of the programming pattern to the machine learning. So someday this AI may be able to program for you. So it's still a translation, but ChatGPT equals the AI plus machine learning plus compiler. Compiler is in the middle to do translation, and the machine learning pick up the past patterns to do it. So even this field is an extension of the compiler. So compiler is the core in terms of CS main job. CS main job is language to language translation. We always do that for, a long time. A search engine, you ask, you listing something, you search database, there's a translation, there's an interpretation in the middle. So we are teaching this a programming language mechanism to support you to understand what is search engine, what is compiler, and what is AI. AI ChatGPT is just a compiler with machine learning. Is that okay? The current version of the AI is something like that. Okay. And the one that I worked before for AI chip is different. We actually take image from the camera and we do computer vision on it. And that's another story. That's another domain of the knowledge. So vision is one branch for AI and natural language processing is another. And this ChatGPT database and the language translation, that's another. Okay, so AI has many, many fields. And go back to the fundamental part, who do it, who actually realize the program, the core itself is a compiler. Is that okay? Whatever AI it is, the core program is a compiler. Is that okay? Okay, so that's what I'm actually trying to show you. What is compiler? What is programming language? So we do know talk about a memory model. When you have one language and then different programming paradigm, it will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These few chapters will be on imperative structural programming, functional programming, and the object-oriented programming. Okay, and functional programming right now is more popular because of the AI purpose. Okay, and after you know about different programming paradigm and the memory, we go to talk about how language is being translated. So this portion is the compiler, basic compiler theory, but not implementing it. Okay, we are not actually a course to design the compiler itself, but we teach you how it is done. Okay. Okay, this is how this course is organized. And we use use this book, but not directly. This book is written by this field professor at MIT, and it's called Structure and Interpretation of Computer Program. But this book was written in Scheme. Okay, it was written in Scheme, but we don't use the Scheme language version. Nobody uses Scheme in the real world. So I suggest you to download the version that we have in our course image. Let me show you the course image. So here we do have syllabus. Okay. So you go to the course syllabus layer textbook. I suggest you to download 2 books for this course. One book is this JavaScript version of the textbook. The structure and programming language, this one is in JavaScript, easier for you to understand. There's also an online version. There's also a Python version, okay? And you can also use this Python version, okay? So this few version. And then this PDF version for this programming language programmatic. This one is the textbook that we use for these different semesters. And this 3 is what we use for these 4 semesters, okay? Okay, so I use a textbook called Programming Language Programmatic before, and then after 4 or 5 years, I switched to this new one. But the video for each semester is still there. If you want to look at it, okay. The playlist for the past all video for different semester, I all link to our side panel. So if you need some of them, every semester I may teach slightly different. So I cannot guarantee that my teaching is all the same for every semester, but you all can access the past semesters. Okay. Is that okay so far? You can access
Yes.
all of the past semesters for your purpose. Okay, so that's actually, I mean, I don't want to go too far away from where I am. So that's the textbook. And this textbook, usually, you don't need to read it actually, but just for your reference, in case that you need that. I'll suggest the Python version or the JavaScript version, okay? Don't read the Scheme version. That actually may not be your interest. And then the older textbook that I'm using is this programming language, pragmatics. Online, I have a 3rd edition, but I don't think there is too much difference. This one's a backup, an older textbook that we use, okay? And then the time, okay, I'm sorry, this one's still the 18-week time, I'm sorry. 16-week, one, I'm sorry. Let me actually give you the 8-week one. So 8-week, we have the 8-week syllabus. This one. Okay, so our schedule is like this. Let me put, let me see if I can, no. If I can actually upload a file here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll send by, actually you can get it from, actually you can get a syllabus from the course. I'm sorry. We are following the schedule of the syllabus. So this one, LT1 session. At the same time, I also teach a 16-week session. So this 8-week session is a little bit squeezed, I should say. I personally don't like to teach 8-week course because it's too intensive, too short for students. But I guarantee you, your version is almost, I should say 80%. We take out 2 projects. We take out 2 projects from the 16-week shell. So right now, this version that you take for 8 weeks will be actually 80% of the material that compared to another session that's 003 session this spring. Actually, it's actually about 80% because we take out 2 projects. But if you still want to do that 2 projects, I can give it to you, okay? And I'll give you bonus point if you like to do it, okay? But anyway, this 8 week will be very intensive. This 8 week will be very intensive, okay? And the syllabus, you can find a PDF download version here. All the time is over here. We will follow it here, okay? On the syllabus section, you can see whatever chapter we are on. And then homework point, whatever, okay? This is syllabus that we are using right here, okay? Anyway, it would be a very intensive 8 weeks. And okay, so every week you actually started with week 1, okay? The introduction objective, you read it, okay, to do list. So instructional material is over here. We have pre-recorded lecture because each lecture is about, I would say, 2 hours, 2+ hours, okay? So it's very long. So we don't teach you regular class, okay? We actually pre-record it, okay? And then Friday, this meeting time we had is usually used for answering your questions. Okay, and sometimes teach you extra material. Something that not covered by the lecture. These 2 purposes, okay? These 2 purposes. And if you don't have any PDF or book or something that you think that you needed and missing, just ask me, okay? Just ask me. So to reach me, I have a few ways to reach me. Number 1, call my number 304 or text me. This is a cell phone. Okay, this is a Fremont zip code. So 304-9428. You can always reach me. If you call me, this number. Email, okay, you can email me. Email, you can use ECHOU, okay, Eric, okay, at louisu.edu, okay. That's the second way you can reach me. Or you can email me ECHOU 510. 510 is my area code, okay, at gmail.com. Okay. You can also reach me here. I also read the email there. And then Facebook, if you want to contact me by Facebook Messenger, I'm always available. HTTP, okay. Facebook.com/DR as Dr. Eric Shell. Okay, just this. You'll reach my page. So let me show you my page on Facebook and add friend with me. I'm going to answer you all kind of questions. Real time. Usually that's the best way to reach me. Okay. That's the most direct way to reach me. I'll try to answer your question within 1 day. I've tried my best to if I get something. So here you just type Facebook.com and then DR Dr. Eric Shell. You will reach me. Okay, you will reach me. Here, this one is my page. Add friend. Okay. Request for friend, I'll friend it. Okay. And if you don't know about Python or not Python expert, okay, you need starting Python. I'm also teaching Python at the same time. So let me give you a recorded session for Python. Let me give you a recorded session for Python, okay? Tensor loop, and let's try this one. Okay, let's try this one. So this one is a playlist for one semester that I teach high school kids for Python. So for some student whose Python is actually not too strong, you can use the video to review, okay? Let me send it by email as well to every student, okay? Making sure everybody got it. Some of them did not come to class. So let me send by email, okay? One moment. Sorry, okay. Okay, that's actually extra material for someone who actually not that good in Python can pick up, okay? Okay, so let me go back to our main topic now. So that's actually the schedule. We'll follow the schedule and a little bit rush because we condensed the 16-week schedule to 8 weeks. And you are supposed to perform double the effort, okay? But I know that it actually usually is not possible, okay? Because we have limited power. Now, next one is the grading, okay? Okay, this course is using the accumulated point system. So basically, every homework, every quiz, you earn some point, okay? You earn some point. Every discussion, you earn some point. Every project, you earn some point. Every term project, you earn some point. And eventually, you will earn a total point. And your total point divided by the full score will get a certain percentage. Okay. And then that would be using the table to give you the grade. Is that okay? Very simple. Any question? So just counting total point divided by that. One thing is that I would actually, at the end of the semester, I would have, as a teacher, I will have 500 points to do what? To curving. So this is for curving. So the whole course, I may add 100 points, 200 points to adjust the curve, okay? And usually what I do is that I try to control the A minus within 1/3 to 2/3, okay? And then B would be VC, we don't know, okay, whatever. So VC at most 2/3, a minimum 1/3, something like that. I seldom give fail, okay? Actually, I don't like to fail people or D. Okay. But we try to use this 500 point to control. So it depends. If the whole class perform well, 100% A, I'm okay. Okay, I'm okay. I'm actually open to that. I allow it, okay? But usually, if I do see a curve, okay, some kind of score distribution, I try to use this 500 point to make sure that the A range is within 1/3 to 2/3. Is that okay? My curving philosophy. Is that okay? Because I believe that if the A is actually more than 2/3, that's too much. Okay. I don't think everybody work hard. It's below 1/3. That means that this course is not well designed. Not matching the students' need. Okay. Any question? Hello, Espina, is that okay? Any question?
Yeah, I just had a question. Are we only using Python for like the term project?
Mostly, a term project is not limited to Python. You can use any language, okay? But homework, we are primarily on Python.
Okay. And then is everything due this weekend or next weekend?
Okay, let me talk about the due day. Due day is actually, we have 8 weeks, okay? Don't forget about it's the 16-week one. We have 8 weeks. Let me pick up the 8-week one. Okay, sorry. So due day actually is every Sunday night, 11:59 Central Time. Is that okay? But if you are late, is that okay? I'm okay. I take all late homework. I'll still grade on it. Okay. And then if you submit a week 1 homework at the Sunday night of the week 8, is that okay? It's still okay. I will still take it. Okay, don't worry. So I'm giving you the maximum flexibility to do homework. Okay, but don't overuse it. Okay, don't overuse it. So I'm going to give you the maximum flexibility. So if you have week 1 assignment, you submit it in week 8 right here. Okay, that's okay. But Sunday night, 11:59 p.m. Okay, Central Time. That's the definite due date. After that, you get 0 for all assignment you are missing. Okay. Sunday night. Okay, what's the date? Let me pick up the date. Okay. For this semester, I think is May 7 or May 8. One moment, okay, sorry. So it will be May 7th. So the absolute due date, no score day, would be Sunday. Okay. May 7th, 2023, 11:59 p.m. So past the midnight, I don't take it. Okay. Anything we went to EA, any homework, absolute due date is this time. Okay. Why is that? Because on Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock, Louis required me to submit the whole grade. That's the due date for me. So I need a Monday to tabulate it. To do tabulation on your your grade ABCD, whatever. Right? I need 1 day to do it. So the absolute due date is here. Don't talk, okay? Don't even negotiate. I actually, over the many years, never negotiate with students for this due time. But I give you the maximum flexibility because many of you may be working full-time, part-time, more mature students. So I give you the 8 week to do whatever you want to do. But you need to finish the homework you want to do, okay? Is that okay?
Yes. Is this week the first week or do we start on?
This week is the first week, yes. Yes. And then usually I still tell students Sunday night is the due date for the week because I don't want you to be late, okay? You finish week by week will be safer. don't pile up the 8-week work until the last. That usually will kill you. Okay. Not able to finish everything. So not suggested to be late all the time because you don't want to actually owe me too much. Okay. Otherwise, the last week will be impossible to finish everything. Okay. But because most of you are 8-week course, too intensive, also part-time, or you have full-time job. So I don't want to actually squeeze you so that you have to every week need to be due by everything that we require. But even that, I still suggest you to try your best to maintain the schedule. Okay. Is that okay?
I had a question.
Yes, go ahead.
So are we allowed to do everything early? Like
Every
like
single one.
the term project and everything like that, are we allowed to turn everything in early?
Okay, anyway, let me talk about term project, okay? So basically, let's look at the syllabus one more time. I'm sorry. The syllabus is saying that actually every week there is a quiz and assignment, right? So that's fine. This is okay. Discussion, okay. Discussion to talk about something related to the course. That should be fine. Usually, I don't deduct point for discussion. And then there's a term project proposal, and there's a term project. Okay, let's talk about the term project now. So the term project, I do have a slice you can download from here. There's a term project. Okay, here is the term project section. I'll even have the video over here. Okay, so let's talk about the term project now. So for the term project, the purpose of the term project is a open project. Okay, so open project is any project related to programming language will be allowed. Any project related to programming language will be allowed. And what is considered to be a project that actually related to programming language? Anything that you do translation. As I told you, programming language compiler is to do for translation. As you can work out a language from A to B language, whatever language it is, that is a translation. That is a valid project. I will take it. Is that okay? Let me give you a good example for a student about maybe a couple of years, maybe 2 years ago. He has one project, okay, very simple, not too hard. He worked on the Morse code. Okay, you may know about this Morse code. Okay, international Morse code. So his project is to do translation from Morse code to English. Also backward English to Morse code. And he has a device to do and do automation. Is that okay? This is typically a good project. Is that okay? But I want you to be creative to find a language that you want to translate from language 1 to language 2. Okay? That is the purpose that we try to learn translation. Okay? Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Is that clear? So let's assume that actually there's some other student. Let's actually look at our slides now. Okay. So this is Morse code. So that this person I consider to be very creative, even though Morse code is a old code, right? But he actually find out it is related to this. Okay, anyway, term project is an essential part of this course. We want you to put your knowledge that you learn from this course to the project. Okay, that's the purpose. Why I consider to be essential part of it. You are putting your knowledge that you learn from this course to the project. Okay, so we set out the requirement, okay, whatever. So basically the term project usually is a good showcase for your job interview. That's one purpose. Okay, and the starting date of the term project is the first day of the class. So get started early, okay. And then this is not week 10. I think we are week 3 because we are 8-week course. So week 3 or week 4, you need to submit it. Okay. So basically, that's about term project and project ideas. Project idea, I just tell you, any project related to programming language tools will be acceptable. Okay. But if you don't have idea, we give you 3 ideas here. Okay. Number 1, translate scheme language and make it wrong. So write a scheme language interpreter. Simple version, strict version, okay. So you write any interpreter, any compiler, anything that translate one language to machine code or wrongly will be acceptable. Second, if you want to do a assembler, single instruction assembler and longer and debugger, this is also okay. So this one, any one of these are acceptable. Third one, JSON visualizer. So you translate some GeoJSON file to physical geometrical object and draw it. That actually is also okay. So anything to language translation would be acceptable. Okay, so simple scheme interpreter, you can write as interpreter, or you do one instruction assembler. Okay, or you work on GeoJSON visualizer. Any language translation would be acceptable. Okay, you think about your own idea, and then week 3, not week 4, not week 10. Okay, you are 8 weeks, so you are required to submit 100 point worth of proposal. Okay, and week 8, this is not week 16. This week 8, you are required to submit a term project. I think the term project for your 8 weeks should be 500 points. The point system is different, okay? But anyway, so basically you are required to do this. So now there's another question. If in the proposal you say I'm going to do A project, but term project I do B, is that okay? That's also okay. I don't care. These 2 will be graded separately. Is that okay? This one just to demonstrate your idea, to make proposal to your boss, to your manager, to your VP, to get budget. So we don't actually need you to stay the same when you turn in the final project. So during the final project, during this, you implement and think that your project need to change. Just change it. Okay, change it. Is that okay? Change it so it becomes doable. I don't need you to be the same. Don't need to actually realize the project that you promised at the proposal. Is that okay? Any question? The point may be different. This is actually, so the proposal part, you need to do study. You need to think about, you need to know about your own idea. Okay, I'm sorry, this one, let me close it. You need to submit a proposal. So what is inside the proposal? The proposal is you need to propose to your boss, your manager, okay, to give you the budget. So you must talk about what is deliverable, what you really want to do. So your proposal, you need to include this, your project idea, your deliverable, your tool, your material, and your schedule, and how are you going to do? Okay, this is week 4. Okay, it's okay. So write it into a Word file or PDF. Usually, I'm expecting 2 to 3 pages. Okay, don't write me 1 page or even 1 line. Okay, there's a student just write 1 line proposal. I think it's actually joking. Okay, not really studying. So typically 2 to 3 pages. Too long, we don't have time to read it. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah. I have one last question.
Go ahead.
This is about the programming assignments.
Mhm.
So did you want us to submit each like number 1, 2, and 3 as its own like source, like code files, or did you want it all together?
Okay. If you submit, say, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 in 1 file, that's okay. 1.py, that's okay.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to know if you wanted
If you
like the functionality.
if you submit the Q1.py, Q2.py, Q3.py, Q4.py, please zip it into 1 zip file. Do not submit the 5 PY separately, because one file I need to download for 5 times.
Oh
So
yeah, I understand.
separate file also okay, but please zip it. 1 file, I'm okay. Both welcome. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, that's actually a good question. Both way welcome, but don't. Okay, your Q1 do not submit the JPG for me. Okay, don't take a picture for your code, or don't take a picture for your result. I don't need the result. I just run your code. I can directly run your code. It's okay. I know your code running or not. I don't need you to take a screen picture for me. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good question actually. Okay, and then final project. Final project, you need to include in a written report how you actually work out this project. Okay, and the presentation. What is the result? Maybe PowerPoint, maybe a YouTube link. Okay, and then technical file, your .py, your AutoCAD file, or whatever file you have. That's the final project you want to have. This one is different from proposal. Proposal usually is you actually submit to your boss or VP or manager to ask for money. Final project is to provide documentation for your result. Okay, so this the purpose is different. Okay. Any other question for this course? Okay, if no question, we are up to here today. Okay, and more question, you can contact me online using Facebook or email. Okay. Any question?
Are we allowed to use JavaScript for the project?
For the project, okay, but not for the assignment. Assignment, we say Python will be Python. We say scheme will be scheme. Okay. But project is free. The project we want you to be creative. Python, C, C++, scheme, okay, more whatever language you want to do, it's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Open language, open idea. Okay. As long as you are doing some sort of translation. Okay. Okay, if no question, we are up to here. Okay. Thank you for joining this session. Okay. See you
Thank
next time. Okay. Let me know if there's question. Okay. Bye bye.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.